National Security Advisor Eduardo Año says Philippine Navy warship BRP Conrado Yap on Monday patrolled Scarborough Shoal in the West Philippine Sea without untoward incident despite the constant shadowing of Chinese vessels. Scarborough Shoal is also known as Bajo de Masinloc and Panatag Shoal. In a statement on Tuesday, Año slams China for overhyping and creating unnecessary tensions between Manila and Beijing over mundane patrols within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone in the West Philippine Sea. The Chinese military on Monday claimed a Philippine vessel illegally entered waters near Scarborough Shoal, urging Manila to stop its infringement and provocation to avoid further escalation. But Año rejects China's pronouncement, saying Scarborough Shoal is part of the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. The Philippines Security Advisor urges China to respect the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea or UNCLOS and the 2016 arbitral ruling, as well as to stop its incursion in the West Philippine Sea. Beijing maintains its purported sovereignty in Scarborough Shoal, contravening a 2016 ruling of an international tribunal, which said that the sandbar was a traditional fishing site for several countries, including the Philippines. Scarborough Shoal's lagoon is currently under China's control after a standoff with the Philippines in 2012. The Permanent Court of Arbitration's historic ruling in 2016 debunked China's sweeping claim over most of the South China Sea, including the West Philippine Sea. The Commission on Elections says 19 people were confirmed to have been killed from August 28 to October 31 amid the barangay and sangguniang kabataang polls. Based on data from the Philippine National Police, Comelec says majority of the killings were recorded in Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, where 14 were hurt from 13 election-related incidents. According to the poll body, all 12 suspects in the incidents were arrested. Meanwhile, police recorded 2 fatalities each in Bicol Region and Central Visayas. Ilocos, Calabarzon, Zamboanga Peninsula, and Cordillera Administrative Region documented 1 fatality each. Comelec Chair George Garcia adds that the PNP logged a sum of 244 incidents of violence. 29 of the reported incidents were election-related, while 111 are suspected to be connected to the polls. 104 of the cases were tagged as unrelated to the BSKE. The Philippine National Police is looking for evidence that will directly link the police officer identified as a person of interest in the disappearance of beauty queen former Miss Batangas Catherine Camilon. In a radio interview, PNP Criminal Investigation Field Unit Calabarzon Chief Colonel Jacinto Malinao says the unnamed police officer was relieved from his post. The cop was transferred to the PNP Regional Personnel Holding and Accounting Unit's custody pending an impartial and full investigation. Malinao says authorities are seeking other evidence linking the cop to the case after a close friend of Camilon texted the beauty queen's family. The close friend informed the police that Camilon was in a romantic relationship with a police officer, claiming the person of interest agreed to meet Camilon when she disappeared. Previous reports said the Miss Grand Philippines 2023 candidate was reported missing by her mother and sister days after she allegedly went missing while traveling from Tuy to Batangas City on October 12. In the search for Camilon, authorities are offering a total of 250,000 pesos for anyone who has credible information on her whereabouts. The Toll Regulatory Board announces that the dry run for the contactless toll collection in selected expressway toll plazas will continue until the end of the year. In an advisory on Tuesday, the Toll Regulatory Board says previously qualified toll plazas will continue to implement the cashless toll collection dry run until December 31, 2023. Some of the toll plazas included in the dry run are those in the North Luzon Expressway, Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway, South Luzon Expressway, and the Cavite-Laguna Expressway, among others. Meanwhile, those not included in the previous dry runs will be evaluated for their inclusion. The Toll Regulatory Board says if the dry run is successful, the contactless toll collection program may be implemented beginning next year. It also advises motorists to use the RFID mode of payment when paying toll for more convenient travel. The 5 surviving co-stars of the hit 1990s television sitcom Friends pay tribute to their fallen castmate Matthew Perry in a joint message lamenting his death. In a brief statement published by People magazine, actors Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer spoke out publicly for the first time since news broke out that Perry was found lifeless in the jacuzzi of his Los Angeles home on Saturday. He was 54. The statement says the Friends cast is utterly devastated by the loss adding that they were more than just castmates, they were family. The 5 former co-stars promised they would have more to say in time, adding that their thoughts and love are with Perry's family, friends, and everyone who loved him around the world. The cause and manner of Perry's death are to be determined by the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office following completion of an autopsy with toxicology tests. James Harden was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers in a blockbuster trade with the Philadelphia 76ers on Monday night, October 30. A report from ESPN says the 76ers sent Harden, PJ Tucker, and Filip Petrusev to the Clippers for Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, Nick Batum, KJ Martin, a 2028 unprotected first-round pick, 2 second-round picks, a 2029 pick swap, and an additional first-round pick that will be routed from a third team. Sources told ESPN that the Clippers and a third team were still finalizing those details late Monday night. The sources also said that the Sixers are waiving veteran guard Danny Green to create the roster space for the trade. Harden will once again team up with Russell Westbrook, whom he played with at the Oklahoma City Thunder and Houston Rockets. He will also join in the Clippers side all-star forwards Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. According to the report, the Clippers and Sixers have been discussing a Harden trade since July and finally completed an agreement in the late hours of Monday night.